Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 1911 of the XBA and PST Full English Podcast Vidcast.
You did it.
Yes! That's
You actually did it.
3 weeks, right?
That's
Right,
good.
I'm getting it
I
right.
think we should start tying up your hands.
Why?
There's a Mitchell and Webb sketch where there's a scientist guy who does this, and they have to tie
Oh,
it
I've seen
up.
that, yeah. And then his head does this.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's you.
I'm just, hello. This is what you taught in presenter school?
Did you attend presenter school?
I attended presenter school. I was the one stealing oranges from the break room.
Fair enough.
Randomly. So that's a good start. That's a minute, and we've just
Already
got
gone
the
off.
intro.
Already gone off the rails.
Hello, you loonies. Yeah, hi, welcome. I am Dan Webb. In the middle, of course, on my left is Mr. Lee Bradley.
Alright. What else am I supposed to say?
Hello, man.
To the right of Dan is...
Rich, hi. Alright.
Mr. Richard Walker. Hi.
Yeah, hi.
How's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, you?
Yeah, good.
All well, yeah?
Yeah,
It's not bad,
not too
good.
bad. Lee, are you good?
We've been in the room together all week. Why are you asking me that now?
Because I don't like to talk to you when we're not on camera. So yeah, first things first. As you can see, Mr. Richard Walker has no beard. Well,
That's
That's
your
it.
fault.
More of a
Sorry,
beard than
Rob.
I've ever managed to conjure.
Thanks for that.
so yeah, since the last podcast, we shaved Richard's beard live on stream. That was fun.
I want Lee to grow his...
I found
his
it kind
tash.
of harrowing.
It was. It
Yeah,
was.
it was...
Yeah, it was
I was
horrible.
quite upset by it all.
What?
Yeah, like genuinely.
Why?
Because it was like... We bullied the fat kid into doing the truffle shuffle.
No, hold on. Hold on.
It's like in Short Circuit 2 when he gets smashed up. You go, no, I'm alive. You're taking my spirit.
No. So what it was? So did we explain it on the last podcast?
Well, let's
If we
recap.
didn't, recap. Basically, Rich lost a challenge,
That I didn't agree to. Yeah, go on.
but he went for it though. That's the thing. So just by participating and trying to do it, you agreed. But even that, like, we went first. We were like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then he was like, I'll ask the community, and I was like,
Well, because
you
I thought the
wanna do
community
that."
would get behind me. I
No,
thought they'd be like,
One of the
Keep the
guys,
beard.
I can't remember who said it was. It might have been Ollie. He said, "I love the beard, but I like fucking with people more."
that was Ollie, yeah.
I think that was most people's kind
Yeah,
of opinion,
yeah.
even if they didn't
And-
word it.
Yeah, so that was actually your fault. The reason that it went. 'Cause
You look good, Rich.
Thanks, man.
It's good to get a bit of vitamin D in your skin.
I
In
wanted
the
him to
winter
clean
when there's no
shave.
sun.
I wanted him to clean shave.
You don't
Right.
want that.
He would have been there, you playing the game, and I would have brought a big knife and just, oh shit,
You'd have cut my
I've
throat.
taken his artery.
Yeah, you would.
Wait, I asked you this before, but when was the last time you were properly clean
It
shaven?
was Gamescom 2011.
When
I can
was it?
remember it because I remember doing it and coming down and thinking I look like a twat.
I made a terrible
It
mistake.
makes you look 10 years younger.
Yeah, but
Which
does
isn't
it? What,
too-
you think I look 42?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I think you look like late 20s, mid 20s when you have a shave.
Okay.
Now you just look like a 45-year-old.
Yeah, I like the beard. I just look at myself in the mirror now and I think I look odd.
So
It's not me.
we've got our name for the episode as well, the one
Oh,
where we
where we-
discuss Richie's
yeah.
beard.
Yeah.
So I like making up these random names for episodes, and they tend to write themselves for the most part.
Yeah.
We started off trying to put all the game names into one and doing some random sentence, but
Oh yeah, we did do that
yeah,
for ages,
and,
didn't we?
and then that got hard work when we started doing it more regularly, because we tend to talk about a lot of the same games. There's a bigger overlap now that we talk.
Yeah, it's kind of unavoidable, right?
People can take it as read that we're going to talk about games at some point. So in the title, it's good to have something a little offbeat, a little quirky.
Yeah, well, yeah. Imagine if we talked for an hour on Richie's beard, and that was the episode.
Oh God.
The one where we discussed Richie's beard.
I like that.
Let's avoid that then.
For the
and talk about some
entire
games.
episode.
So let's
we
talk
just-
about some games now.
No, let's just talk about your beard. Let's talk about Lee's beard.
I can't grow
Have
one.
you ever grown one?
No, I can't grow one.
Do you shave every day?
Yeah, but only because I get like little patches like 12-year-old.
Right.
I
well,
think you should let those patches grow.
Yeah, I
Really
wanna see
long-
what
really
happens.
long face patches.
I want to see what happens.
It looks ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
it's
why I
what
want to see
happens.
it. That's why I want to see it.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're 5 minutes in. Let's talk about video games.
Yes, let's do that.
And then we'll go back to Lee's beard.
Should we start with what we've been playing then?
No, we've changed the format, haven't we?
Okay, go on.
We'll do news.
What's in the news?
Oh, do you know what? So, Twiggy, our loyal listener and friend of the show, Twiggy, got in touch to say that he will be recording a sting for us,
A jingle.
a jingle for us,
Alright.
that we will be able to use soon. So
Okay.
I look forward to that.
What I can do then is I can get it on like a clicker or something.
Yeah,
It
nice.
plays it.
Yeah.
But when I go to edit it, I'll put the raw file in.
Cool.
Nice.
because I'm nice like that.
Nice. Although, I have watched our vidcasts before and we're all pointing at a box and there's no box there.
Yeah, because we never get round to doing it. Click on this box here for Richie's beard.
Yeah, no.
In the back.
There won't be a box though.
No, it's more of a joke.
Alright.
Because when people click it and then they pause the video and it's like, when they come back we just do, yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I don't know, I've never listened to it as a podcast. Actually, that's a lie. I only listen to it as a podcast now, not as a vidcast.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it is a little bit weird that we're talking about here, pointing at stuff.
And you're going to listen to this and be like,
Huh?
What?
Huh? Huh?
so news.
Yeah, last week was really quiet for news, but this week is actually really busy for news.
Yeah, relatively,
So
yeah.
trailers and patches. Yeah.
No, but the biggest piece of news in probably the last few months came yesterday.
Well, it was a big bit of news regarding Assassin's Creed Unity
Broken edition.
Broken Edition.
Come on,
Which
Lee.
is every single edition.
Tell us. Wow, he's getting his hate on Assassin's Creed already.
No.
He's not a fan of the series.
Why do you hate Assassin's Creed? Oh,
I
we
don't.
haven't talked about
I don't.
Rogue, have we?
Yeah, we talked about Rogue and talked about how I liked it and why, didn't we? Sure
I
we
don't
did last week.
When did you put the review up?
Last week?
Yeah, when?
Oh, jeez.
Did it last
I can't
Friday?
remember. Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Well,
that's
then we haven't talked about it.
because the podcast was Thursday.
Do you want to talk about Rogue?
We talked about Rogue, not now, but
Alright, okay.
I need to remember Rogue.
Apologies if it's overlap from last week. I can't remember whether I talked about it or not.
Our stories don't overlap. We didn't talk about your beard last week.
No.
We haven't talked about Christian Leontu
Oh, God.
before.
I don't know
That's
who
the
that
worst
person
song
is.
ever.
The guy that I just played.
Yeah, but I've never heard that song before in my life. Who was that girl that we listened to yesterday as well, the quite hot one from the 90s? You remember what I mean?
What was her name? So we were talking about, oh God, Biff in the belly.
Yeah, there's a... Alright, so we've started this now, we've got to
You
continue.
do.
There's like an urban legend about Mark Almond that he once had to go to the hospital to get his stomach pumped and they found 2 pints of sperm in there.
Mark Almond of Soft Cell, Tainted Love.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is how we start in the office. We were listening to some 80s music, surprisingly, and Soft Cell came on.
Right.
And then I googled, because there was like a mashup between 2 Soft Cell songs,
Right.
like a bit of a remix.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Lee was like, they don't sing this. And I'm like, they do. So we got it up on YouTube.
That's not what I said. We had a debate about the nature of mashups.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then I said, are you saying he doesn't sing it? He's like, no. And then I got it up on YouTube. And then we were talking about that it was a gig from like 5 years ago.
Right.
And then Lee was making a comment about, because the intro in this bit for, Where Did Your Love Go?
Yeah.
You know, Where Did Your Love Go?
No.
Baby, baby.
Oh,
Where did your love go?
Yeah, I know, yeah. Thanks.
But obviously that's the Temptations version. Is it Temptations?
Yeah.
But the Soft Cell version.
I don't know.
The intro on that live concert went on for like, I don't know, it must have been 3 minutes.
Yeah,
It was
ages,
a
didn't
7-minute video. And we were like, this is what they do now they get old. They get a 3-hour gig, 2 hours and 59 minutes is just that intro. And then Allman comes on and does a bit of song. So it went from that to Semen in the Belly to us Googling whether it was real.
Right.
And then we discovered that the Marianne Faithfull rumour about her and Mick Jagger putting a Mars bar in her vagina was not true. That was an urban legend.
Okay.
As well as there was a list of like 20 artists from the 60s to the noughties
Right.
that had been attributed to the
The
Mark
2 pints of
Almond
jizz
in
story.
the stomach.
It's quite a few, isn't
And one of them was some bird from the 90s who we'd never heard of. We googled her name and we played her music.
What?
Never heard it before in our entire lives.
She did look like the kind of girl that you might find 2 pints of jizz in her stomach.
Wow.
Surely,
Wow.
surely that would, I mean, I'm not an expert, but surely that would
April
get
someone?
digested, wouldn't it?
No, but no, it's a nonsense story.
Yeah.
What, to get your stomach pumped?
No,
That's what it was, though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you went to get your stomach
How
pumped.
many men or how many ejaculations
pints?
would it take to make 2
Yeah,
pints?
2 pints.
There is an actual conversation about this on one of the threads
my
that I was reading.
People got too much time on
And they
their
were
hands.
What
like,
was the answer?
I don't know, it went on and it went back and forth and it's like, well, I can create like about 15 mil. What? It's like, but the scary thing is this guy's probably gone away, masturbated into a beaker measured it.
Measured it, yeah, in millilitres.
And then goes, guys, I got 15 mil out of that one.
I could not tell you.
But the second one, I only got 3 mil. I don't understand.
Because I did it straight up.
Yeah. So in the space of an hour, I got 23 mil. God.
Oh dear.
So did we get into that?
I don't know. Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah, come on, let's talk about games.
Which has been balked since release. They've apologised again.
Yeah, Ubisoft have apologised and you're getting free stuff.
Still trying to work out how we got into that.
No idea.
The Mark Almond thing, and it went off on a tangent as it always tends to do.
Do you want me to stop talking about
So
Assassin's
let's
Creed
get
Unity?
let's get the train back on the track.
So do you know that thing where you try to think of something and you know the answer but you just can't think of it?
Yeah.
And then it annoys you for days?
Yeah.
That's going to be that now. I can just go back and watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You've got it all on tape.
Let's stop it, rewind it,
Right,
and then
yeah.
start again.
I think we should do that and tape over what we've done so far.
No, God, this is gold.
Okay.
So we had a conversation last week that after the podcast that we went off topic too much, and people were saying, actually no, that's the thing that separates you. It's the thing that keeps you different to just being another gaming podcast.
12 minutes in though, we haven't.
We did.
not
We
really
mentioned
talked about
Assassin's
it.
Creed.
We
You said
mentioned
balked.
I said the title twice.
Say it a third time.
That's as far as we've
Assassin's
got.
Creed Unity.
What's the matter with it?
It's balked.
Is it fixed now?
They've released 3 patches.
Yeah.
3 patches. I haven't played it since they've patched it actually. Maybe I should do that this weekend.
But either way, they're showering people with free gifts.
Yes. Everyone gets the the Dead Kings DLC for free, which is nice. And because that was to be included, I would have thought so.
Oh, there
yeah.
are actually. I saw them on the site.
It was to be included with the season pass, but now they've got rid of the season pass. But anyone who already bought the season pass still gets the DLC, and they get a free game.
You know what?
And they get one of those games is The Crew, which is pretty cool.
Choice of free game. Far Cry 4.
Watch Dogs, Far Cry 4 is in there. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is in there.
Rogue?
I don't know if Rogue is in there actually.
No,
Just
because
Xbox
it's
Ones.
all yeah.
That
And
makes
PS4.
sense, right? Yeah.
So yeah, that's a pretty generous deal. Not bad. I kind of hope that all their games are messed up now if that's what they're doing.
Rich, as soon as he got the story, Rich was like, I'm going to buy the
I was
season
like, I want to buy a
pass.
season pass, but they're taking it down immediately. I was
Just
like,
to
damn
save
it.
himself like a fiver.
You
or
know
whatever.
what?
Yeah.
I think they know the season pass sales, and they were like, we're not going to lose anything by giving away a couple of 10,000 copies of The Crew.
I usually wait until the season pass has everything out for it, then I know exactly what I'm buying into. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to just buy a season pass on the promise of, oh, this is what you're going to get.
This is brilliant marketing by Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Because there won't be many people who bought the Assassin's Creed season pass before any DLC came out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So buy a season pass before anything's come out.
Yeah.
The thing about the Unity season pass is it's a weird one as well, because what you get with it is that one thing of, as far as I'm aware, is that one thing of DLC and the 2D game and some cosmetic stuff probably.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, it's not much.
it's
to it.
like in true terms, it's only one thing anyway, which is
Yeah.
the Dead Kings DLC.
That is
Because the
How much was it?
I don't know.
Was it $14.99? $14.99?
I have no idea.
Do you want to know what's amusing as well? We bought Tales of the Borderland from the Borderland.
Did you buy it?
Yeah.
Season pass?
No,
You just bought the episode.
because the season pass only counts for episodes 2 to 5.
Oh, so you got by the first episode
Yeah,
anyway?
so I nearly bought the season pass before I bought the game.
Oh, that's
That's not an issue, because I mean it's actually really cheap. It's like 16 quid for 5 episodes.
Yeah.
So on the marketplace, if you go to new releases, the season pass comes up in the main window,
Oh, really?
and the
Yeah.
actual game's
That's really
tucked away
confusing.
somewhere.
I was just about
That's
to buy
so
it, and then I
confusing.
was like, I went back and said, hold on a minute, you don't get the game, and he was like, no, you do. And then we read through the text, he's like, no, you actually don't.
Not everyone reads through those descriptions.
No,
That could trip you up.
and I actually had to go back, couldn't find it in the store, so I had to search for the game.
Not really.
Yeah, so that's not ideal.
No,
I mean, it's the kind of thing
jeez.
that should be. We've actually got behind the camera the Xbox, one of the Xboxes
Yeah,
is
well,
still turned on.
I can see it right here.
It should be there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You look, and the featured Black Friday, Feel the Force in Minecraft, get your gold discounts today. You would have thought that there would have been something for new games.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it?
Now, I know the UI isn't
Well, even if
ideal.
you scroll along to the store itself proper, there's not really very much on there, right?
I guess it's easier on the PlayStation, because the PlayStation has a section for new, doesn't it?
That's got a whole other range of problems, hasn't it?
Yeah, the PlayStation Store's not great. Neither is the Xbox One store. They both need work, really. But the thing is, the Xbox One store has had work recently.
But at least everything's kind of clearly listed, whereas the PlayStation Store, it's great big pictures which look very nice.
I think that's a hangover from when there was only about 4 games out for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It
works. There's loads of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, right. Yeah. They were just trying to eat up space.
Exactly.
But the other thing about when you go into newly released stuff on this is that you have to fight through a million pieces of really shitty little DLC, and it's not well set out.
Well, when Rocksmith came out, there were like hundreds of tracks, and you had to wade through that lot to get to anything.
It was the same when Rock Band was out. Do you remember Rock Band came out? I know the weekly updates, but on the old 360, you had like it was kind of a carousel that went sideways, and it was like brilliant throughout the week because you could see the new DLC. As soon as Rock Band comes out, it pushes everything off the page, even new content that came out just before.
Well, they need to have like a music category thing where you just click on that and that's music.
That expands out.
Just one thing.
Or just one for Rock Band.
Yeah, or for, just one for Rocksmith or whatever,
That's not an issue so much now, is it?
Well, no, but when Rocksmith came out on this, just the massive dump of tracks, kind of screwed at the store a bit. But anyway.
So back to ACU. I would say that is an amazing piece of marketing that isn't going to cost them much money in the long run, but what it does is it restores faith. They're giving something back to the community who bought the game, but they're setting a precedent now that people who buy new games, Ubisoft games, they'll buy the season pass straight away, just on the off chance.
Do you mean?
Yeah, because if it's broken, they'll be like, oh shit, I'm going to buy the season pass.
Or
so actually,
or maybe it'll set a precedent where
this
Ubisoft.
Is actually really dangerous now, actually, isn't it? Where Ubisoft sell games as broken to start with, right? Hear me out. They sell the games as broken. People buy the broken games, buy the season pass,
but then get nothing.
Fix the game straight away, and then everyone gets nothing. Yeah. And Ubisoft has sold 7 million copies of the season pass.
Or
genius.
Or they avoid making broken games so they don't have to fork out free games to everyone.
Well, that's what you would hope.
Yeah.
That is genuinely what you would hope. But I think they're going to go my way. I think they're going to break every game. I think they're going to go back and break games.
Yeah.
I think they're going to take shit out of Assassin's Creed.
One season pass and we'll put it back.
I think they should put that face bug into all of their games.
Oh yeah, with a no skin bug.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So that's Ubisoft. If you're listening, I want commission on that idea. I want
Dan's
10%.
Available for consultancy work.
Yeah, I want 10% of every season pass sold. Otherwise, I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say something really horrific, but I thought, you know what? That's probably not a wise idea. I'll pee on Montreal studios, like the wall.
Yeah.
I'll fly to Montreal and I'll do a video. Hey guys, this is what they get for the season pass. A little shower of urine.
I don't think they'll be fussed.
Yeah, so it's a great deal for everyone involved, and nobody's talking about the issues that Unity had now. It's more the generosity of
it's true, yeah,
Ubisoft.
It is generous.
Moved the focus away from the problems. So yeah, good.
It's interesting that they put the crew on Far Cry in there, right?
Well played, Ubisoft.
Yeah, totally.
There can't have been that many season pass sales.
No, to give away a game that's not out yet, that people are quite...
Yeah, and one that's only just come out as well.
Yeah. That's had good reviews, right? Far Cry 4 is definitely worth having.
Have they said how they're giving the codes out yet?
No.
That could be interesting.
I guess they'll be emailed out to season pass owners.
It might be in the FAQ. I don't remember it though.
Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah.
Fuck.
Awesome. So the second piece of news this week, Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, has been announced for Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Yeah, so
and
Dark Souls
PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah. Really? I thought the whole idea was it was a HD upgrade.
That's what they do now.
No, so there's two versions. So there's a patch. So, right, on Xbox One and PS4, Scholar of the First Sin includes all of the DLC, the original game, loads of gameplay refinements and fiddly bits, and a graphical revamp. The PS3 and Xbox 360 version of the game gets all of the DLC and the gameplay refinements. Obviously no revamp visually. And then existing owners of Dark Souls 2 get the patch for free. And it's quite an expansive patch, but it adds like another vendor and loads of bits and bobs.
I'm getting sick of this remake bollocks and just... It's like, just let it die and move on to your next project.
I don't agree.
Do you not?
Nah, because I'm so against dusting off my old gen consoles and getting them out again.
I thought you say Dustin Hoffman then.
I'm so against Dustin Hoffman.
Is it because of Meet the Fuckers?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2. He was in 2. Oh, that is Meet. Yeah, that's Meet the Parents 2, isn't it?
yeah. I was confused because there is a Meet the. Not the
Sorry, I'm guilty of doing the tangent thing now. You were on a really good,
yeah, you
articulate
were. Dustin
then.
Hoffman over there. But there was a Meet the Fuckers. The sequel to that, wasn't
There's
it?
a 3, yeah.
Meet the
what was it? Little Fuckers. It was just called Little Fuckers, wasn't it?
Meet the Little Fuckers.
I think it was just called Little Fuckers.
I think it was. You're right.
Yeah.
It was
I
the
haven't
kids,
seen
right?
it. I haven't seen that one.
No,
I drew the line there.
Yeah.
Enough.
Dustin Hoffman, yeah, kind of.
I liked
Dustin
him
Hoffman,
in
the old
Simpsons,
cunt.
when Lisa fell in love with him.
Yeah.
That was one of the classic episodes.
It's a
What?
classic episode.
He was the
He's
teacher.
not credited
that she
he
was
was
in
the
love
Oh,
with.
teacher.
was he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's credited.
Actually, now you say it, it sounds just
Yeah.
like him.
He's credited as Sam Etic.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird.
Why?
Semitic.
Sam Etic is in like Jewish.
Oh, thanks, because
Yeah.
like, I needed that explaining.
You said why?
You said
No,
yeah.
why was he not Dustin Hoffman?
I don't
Well,
know.
he just
Maybe it
obviously
was the
didn't want
sound
to be
alike.
credited.
Was it actually him?
Yeah, it's actually him.
Right.
Dustin Hoffman, your old consoles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it. You don't have to buy it.
I just think it's a waste
Well,
of
that is
shelf
true.
space. I'd rather they put their resources into something else.
Sure, that is always true. You don't have to buy it.
I know the next bullet point on our schedule says David Jaffa Cakes.
No, actually, it's not. You missed one out.
Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I did.
Right, all right. Let's have a debate. PlayStation Plus versus Games for Gold.
There's
First
not really
things
a
first.
debate to be had.
First things first. What's on PlayStation Plus this month?
Jesus, there's loads. All right.
All right. What's on
the fighting game
Injustice?
Injustice, but it's the ultimate version,
PS4.
Edition.
which is on PS4.
Secret
Deadly
Ponchos.
Premonition on PS3.
Secret
Ponchos on PS4.
What?
Hitman
It's a
HD
Wild
Collection.
West sort of top-down shooter.
Okay.
Yeah. Hitman HD Trilogy
PS3.
on PS3.
Very cool.
And then some shit no one's ever heard of on Vita. 2 games.
What's the Vita stuff? Because I'm interested in the Vita, of course.
I can't remember what they're called now. They're games I hadn't heard of.
All right, and the Xbox.
Or Titan Attacks.
Titan Attacks, that's one of them.
And Rich, the Xbox
On
games.
Xbox, you've got Raven, that episodic adventure
Yeah,
game.
yeah. It's like a set in the 60s.
It's got
about
a
I wasn't
Master
laughing at
Thief.
you. I was just laughing at the list that's going to come out now compared to that.
It's got a suffix. Raven.
Yeah, it's
something
Legend of the Master Thief or something like that.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, on Xbox 360, you've got...
Mate, that's Xbox One.
No, Raven is
Okay.
360. Then on 360 after that, you've got... What have you got? I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank.
I can't remember either.
Oh, guys, you two wrote the news.
I wrote the news.
On Xbox One, you've got...
We're going to have deadly silence until you answer this question.
Oh God, what is on Xbox One? Oh, the pressure. What's on Xbox One, Lee?
Don't know.
It's something that's new coming out.
Oh,
jeez.
What's on Xbox One?
Can I get my phone and look at it?
Terraria.
No.
No, Xbox One, it's something like...
That'd be a good one.
It would
it's
be.
an indie one, it's an indie game that's coming out.
It's coming out or out.
I'm guessing that Volga the Viking will carry over again for another month. Because that's what they seem to do now.
He's filling in time really
They,
well.
they, they roll over last month's game. Quick, go.
Nobody can see you on the vidcast.
So I'm imagining that will roll over. And that will be joined by... Come on.
Keep adding.
So Volga the Viking. Yeah, that'll
So,
be it.
just for people who aren't watching the vidcast and listening on the podcast, Lee has run over to his laptop to
look this
investigate
up.
while Rich stalls for time, but I've actually been stalling. And
Lee, got it?
Lee, have you remembered yet?
Yep.
Go on.
It just came to me.
So
Okay.
go on.
It's SSX and Worms Battlegrounds.
Worms Battlegrounds. It's not a new
SSX.
game that's out then.
Yeah.
So
On
SSX
360
on
obviously.
360.
Tricky.
No, just SSX.
No, the reboot.
That's a
You
shame.
reviewed that,
You know
didn't
what?
It wasn't a bad game.
No, I didn't review it.
I reviewed
It was
it.
a bad game.
It was alright.
I reviewed
played
it.
a lot of it.
It was no tricky. This is the
Oh,
problem.
it was no tricky.
People
but it was
gave it
still
like
good.
9s at the time. I think we gave it 7. Definitely gave it something like
Yeah,
7.
yeah.
And it was alright.
It's no
It's alright.
tricky. No tricky.
I paid £9 for it and I was very happy.
It's alright.
It's no tricky.
It's no tricky.
I didn't know the
but
bits
then
with
what
like the
is-
oxygen mask.
SSX
that's
tricky
nice.
is.
SSX tricky is, yeah.
It's just
It's
like
tricky.
tricky.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, anyway.
It's close.
So you want to debate about what's better?
I don't. I just want to point out how shit Microsoft's are compared to Sony.
But there's the caveat, isn't there, that if your PlayStation Plus membership lapses, all those games are gone, or you can get them back if you pay your membership. But on Xbox One and 360, if your live membership lapses, you still keep those games.
Yep.
No, I don't care.
It's a good point.
So if your subscription for Sony ended tomorrow, and you downloaded these games today, and then you went on Sunday to buy your... So you download the games today.
Yeah.
Your subscription runs out tomorrow.
Yeah.
You get drunk on Saturday.
Yeah.
And on Sunday you wake up and you repurchase PlayStation Plus. Do you still have access to the games?
Yes.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Well, what's the difference?
Because on Xbox you own them forever.
You own them indefinitely, regardless of whether you have a membership.
I'd much rather own the Hitman collection.
Well, the thing is,
why
would you not
pay for multiplayer?
Why would you not have PlayStation Plus anyways? Is the question. Because of the value you get, and you need it now to play multiplayer anyway. It's not like it used to be.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you?
Exactly. And if you own a PlayStation and you're playing games, you will always have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
If you've got an Xbox and you're playing games, you're always going to have Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter.
No.
At the end of the day, it's down to the quality of the titles, and Microsoft is getting its ass kicked.
But for some people it might be noteworthy. I don't know.
Microsoft's getting its ass kicked. It's hey, there's your ass, I'm handing it to you.
Yeah, Sony have been very generous with the PlayStation Plus stuff. And I wonder sometimes how much they must pay.
It doesn't matter.
It depends on the developer. The developer names a price.
Right.
And then there's a debate. I'm not sure if
it has to be mutually beneficial, doesn't it? Otherwise they wouldn't do it.
You know, it is. It is.
Yeah,
and it's separate deals. We've talked about this before. You do separate deals with Europe than you do with the US.
There's actually parity now between PlayStation Plus
and between the games themselves, but the deals from the developer's point of view.
Okay.
But it's embarrassing, isn't it?
A little bit, I suppose. Although getting a free game is a free game. I mean,
but you say that.
Complain about free stuff, can you?
No, I agree.
People argue that it's not free because you're paying the membership. I get that.
I'm not complaining about free games.
Right.
I'm saying that when you're in a competition and there's two consoles that are head to head, and Microsoft and Sony are at it all year, and Sony put out this great. So what the PS4 game? What was it again?
Secret Ponchos and Injustice.
So Secret Ponchos is a new release as well. Which
brand new, yeah.
So brand new release, and Injustice, which a lot of people might not have played next gen because they bought it last year.
Big fighting game as well.
So it's a big fighting game versus
Raven and
Worms.
and Worms. Yeah. Worms.
Well, Raven's last gen. I'm just talking PS4.
You're just talking. Okay, so just Worms, yeah. And whatever game they decide to roll over.
So you got a 40 quid game, 50 quid when it launched, as well as like a 10. Was it tenner, Secret Ponchos?
15 or whatever, yeah.
Versus one that was like tenner.
Yeah, you can't
debate Worms Battlegrounds is 20 quid.
Either way, it doesn't matter how much it is. You can't debate that the Xbox One offering is better.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not complaining about free games. I'm just saying that if you're going to do it properly.
Yeah,
because otherwise you're coming out. See, this is. I'm going to get off on a big tangent here, but it's actually gaming related. This is what I don't. I don't like ads on the dashboard or anywhere in my Xbox experience.
I don't
because I pay a subscription fee.
Okay.
I expect with the subscription fee that will cover any loss from advertising. So I think they should actually have another gold, like Gold Light.
Platinum.
Like a premium gold and Gold Light.
Well, yeah, Gold Light where you don't pay £40 a year, but you have an ad-heavy dashboard. I think Silver should just be cut off, and you should have an ad-based dashboard and a non-ad-based dashboard.
Yeah.
Saying that, I'm looking at that. I don't see any ads.
No,
usually there are.
People go on about ads on the dashboard. I'm like, where?
They're actually on the right.
Are they? Oh, I don't really see them. I don't notice them. I'm not that susceptible to advertising, unless it's on TV shouting in my face.
I'm going to do this. Xbox One ad blocker.
To be honest, I just mute.
But that's what I class a subscription as, and that's what we want to do on our sites. We want anybody that subscribes doesn't get ads because they're supporting the site otherwise. But
where are these ads?
There's usually ads though, right?
I don't know. I don't tend to see them that much.
Yeah.
They're pretty inoffensive when you do see them.
But
like
still,
if you go into the store, you might find an ad. If you go into games,
that's changed now. It's now Borderlands. That wasn't there earlier on.
Oh really?
Oh god.
Yeah. If you go to games in the store, Sorry, this is boring for people listening or watching.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
we're
instructing
just.
you can't see what we're doing either. And then if you go to like all game, there's an ad in the corner there for Turtle Beach.
Yeah.
It's relevant to what I'm looking for.
Okay, it's relevant, right?
It's not in my face.
So we're looking for those listening or watching. What's going on behind the camera is we have the game store up. So in the game store up, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smaller blocks and 1 big block. In the big block, you've got some bullshit, which is basically an ad for upload.
Yeah.
And then in the bottom right, you've got an ad for Turtle Beach.
But upload is an app on the console, so that's fair.
I know.
They can do that.
Where's Tales from the Borderlands? Where's Geometry Wars 3?
Yeah, they should really bring that to the front.
Their priorities are all off. So why would you want to release a game on this platform when this is the support you get as a developer?
Maybe you pay for placement. People on Steam pay for placement.
I just think it's bullshit. I mean, here they are actually, if you go further right.
New releases.
But like, this is the front page, this is, I don't know, I just think that Lords of the Fallen, that's going to be an ad.
Do you reckon they paid for that?
That's going to be paid for. Monopoly Plus is going to be paid for. Why is Monopoly Plus on the front page of the Xbox dashboard?
Do you not think because they have to make sure
release?
that they appeal to each different kind of gamer, so they have to have a casual one in there?
Okay, that's fair enough. But why Lords of the Fallen?
Because they paid for it.
And what the hell is today's top stories?
It'll be a bunch of news things,
I mean,
news items. Yeah, I mean, this is all rubbish.
I don't know how to the internet. But it's all bollocks for Microsoft stuff if you look at it.
He's got an amazing moustache.
Who?
Dorian.
Oh, Dorian. From Dragon Age Inquisition.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, alright, we'll stop talking about the dashboard now. Basically, PS2 kicks Xbox. PS2? PS Plus. That's what I meant to say. Kicks Xbox Games for Gold's ass, and I think it's about time Microsoft did something about
Up
it.
to their game, yeah, a little bit.
Halo
Just
5.
a little bit.
That's what I do.
Give that a game
Halo
for gold.
5. No, what I do is...
As an apology for Master Chief Collection.
Imagine. Oh wow.
Yeah, oh wow. Here's
Actually,
Halo 5
they have apologised for Master Chief Collection, but they haven't given anyone anything yet.
You know
they
what?
said they want to make it right.
I
for
will.
fans.
Yeah, and it's not right. Just literally an hour before the podcast, I played 3 games of Halo. First one, it was 5 versus 2,
Good.
and I was on the 2. Second game, it was 5 versus 1. I was the 1. Third game, it was 5 versus 2. I was the 2.
You were Neo. You were the 1.
But it's close. I'll tell you what. In the 5 versus 1, it was 28 to 16.
Nice. That's not bad.
Did all right? Not 28 times though.
Well, yeah.
But still.
It's a shame because they obviously released the patch hoping that it'd be fixed for Thanksgiving. Everyone's off work, not doing anything, but there's still obviously problems.
Well, the people are reporting that they're having better experiences than me.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of people, because I've been ranting about it on Twitter. There's a couple of people on Twitter going, yeah, we've had nothing but problems when we tried today as well. What I will say is that I will forgive everything if they release a map pack for Halo 2 Anniversary that has Beaver Creek, Ivory Tower, and another one.
And they give it for free.
Yeah, and they give it for free. Then I'll be like, hey,
Oh, let's
come
forgive
here.
it. And this is assuming the game's been fixed as well.
Yeah,
by
I've
this
got you.
point.
Yeah, otherwise what's the point?
Yeah, true.
Takes a while to get used to again. When I was playing earlier on. It
It's
was
so
fine.
slow.
But that's good.
It's so slow and it takes ages to shoot people. It's rubbish.
No, it's not.
Halo's rubbish.
No, so this is the problem I find with current day FPSs, that I always end up sprinting everywhere because I'm impatient.
Yeah.
And when I'm sprinting, I run around the corner because it takes you a while to go from sprint to shoot.
Yeah.
I'm already dead before I got my gun out.
That's my problem.
So I'm happy
impatient.
that I can just run around in Halo with my gun out.
It's an old man shooter.
You're an old man shooter. All right, let's talk about David Jaffa Cakes.
His trailer for, I don't even know if you'd call it a trailer, that video that he released for his upcoming game, which I guess is called Haunted, is really fucked up.
Well, it's just weird, isn't
Wasn't
it?
he
It's
eating
just
like
really
porridge and doing like a Twin Peaks?
I think it was supposed to look like offal or something, wasn't it? It was
Porridge.
just really, really weird. Really strange.
How do you feel about David Jaffa Cakes returning? And obviously we're talking about David Jaffe, or Jaff, or Jafe.
Well, I thought it was just Jaff, but people say Jaffy.
Creator
people
of
say Josh Homme instead of Holm.
Holmes.
No, from Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, I was going to say Josh Holmes from Halo.
Josh Holm.
I've got an interview with Josh Holmes going up next week.
Oh, cool.
I've got like he carries no weight for me as a designer anymore.
Well, I said this to you. When was the last time? What was the last good game you made?
God of War.
God of War.
Yeah.
God of War.
What was
That's a pretty good.
2006.
2005, I think.
Was it
the first
launched?
one?
No,
The
because
first one.
was it launch time?
It was on PS2, wasn't
PS2.
Was it PS2?
Yeah. God of War 1 and 2 were PS2. God of War 3 was PS3.
it? Yes,
And God of War Ascension was PS3. There's not been a PS4 God of War yet.
that's correct.
Oh, wow.
They must be making one.
But anyway, he's making like an indie game which we can only presume is a horror game. And it's going to be announced at the PlayStation event, which is next weekend.
So
PlayStation
In
Experience.
Vegas.
It's going to be an exclusive, right?
You would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
Because isn't he doing it in, I don't want to say Santa Monica, but he used to be Sony Santa Monica, didn't he? But he lives in Santa Monica. So it would make sense if he set his studio around there.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Excited?
No, not really.
No.
Not massively. We'll see. Maybe it'll be amazing.
Yeah, if it looks good, it looks good. But
Not
I'm not
gonna
excited
hold my
about it
breath.
because it's him.
Yeah.
Plus, he winds me up a little bit. Because he's really mouthy.
Yeah, but so is Cliff Blazinski. How do you feel about Cliff?
Don't like Cliff Blazinski.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
think he's really talented, but I don't like his... Well, I say I don't like him. I don't like his persona. By the way, have you seen his gaming room?
Persona! Yeah, it's amazing.
Isn't it brilliant? Him and his missus, what's her name? Lauren.
Lauren. Leet Lauren.
Leet Lauren. She showed it on her blog, pictures of their gaming room, and it's like the ultimate geek den.
Is it better than mine?
Is it better than this office?
It's much better than this.
How is it
office.
better than this office?
They've got all kinds of limited edition shit that you've never seen anyone else.
There you go.
People don't have to come in and do news for 10 hours a day.
When was the last time you saw one of those Batman Batarangs with a little screen in the middle?
All the time.
Yeah, a lot of people got those now.
No, they haven't.
Sorry, quite a few.
I'll tell you what though, I haven't
Doesn't
seen the
have.
Adam Jensen with a wasting disease model before.
Really? No, because I actually bought that.
Did you?
Myself. I bought that
More
as a-
stuff for the podcast listeners.
Yeah, I bought that on a trade show. Well, no, because that's probably...
No one can see it, I guess.
No, no
We're
one.
just going to describe things
And
you've got
have
on
you
the
ever
shelf.
seen one of the Army of Two cat things?
The cat, I've got one of
That
those
we
still in the
Never
box.
want to see
Never
one.
take it.
What about the Bulletstorm bottle opener?
That's
Corkscrew,
good.
should I
Is
say?
that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
Right, I'm
Fuck
going to do a
you.
card
Yeah,
trick
no,
next.
it's better.
For ours is fucking better.
Give it a look, give it a Google. It's worth having
Give
a look
ours a
at.
Google. Look at ours.
Why are you trying to compete with Cliff Blazinski
I'll
and
take
Leet
him.
Lauren?
I'll take him down. I do have a pink Lancer.
What's his new game?
He hasn't announced it yet. It's the Bossa Keys thing, isn't it?
Something like that.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Boss Key.
basic Boss Key. That's it. Was it Bossa Key?
Boss Key.
Boss Key. They're basically open development, isn't it?
He's not going to do it for consoles, is he?
No.
He's talked about that.
Yeah. Which is a shame because I like Cliff and I've interviewed him and he's really good to interview and it's nice, it's refreshing to have somebody speak to you like you're a person, not like you're a piece of paper. And here's my press release.
I've not had many interviews where they've been really...
Open. Outspoken.
No, the other way around. I feel like I'm getting what
Oh no, I've
asked
read
for.
some of your interviews. They're
Are
reading
they?
a press release.
Oh, right, fair enough.
You can't tell me
Maybe I'm
that.
just
You've
not
been to
aware of
E3 for the last 6 years. You can't tell me that.
Oh, actually, yeah. Do you know what? A lot of the Call of Duty ones are very rehearsed.
They're all, it's
they're
the
all
same
rehearsed.
interview. It's the same interview that they give to everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose.
So it's refreshing to deal with somebody like Cliff.
Yeah.
And somebody like, I don't know, Molyneux.
I'm going to tell you something now that I've
somebody
never
like
told you before.
Lorne.
I interviewed the lead fella of Fable Legends a while back. Do you remember that? When we were in Brighton and you went very well. I interviewed him, forgot to press record, so I had to interview him again.
Really?
And he did it exactly the same, word for word, every single
really?
thing, the inflections, everything. He nailed it. So they are well rehearsed.
Yeah.
And when I was apologising to him, he was like, "Don't worry," he said, "at E3 I had to do," and he told me how many interviews he'd done, and it was like, I'm sure it was over 100, where he just said the same thing.
I can't believe you forgot to press
I know,
record.
right?
Oh shit, I forgot to press record on the podcast. Oh wow.
I did
Yeah,
that
he
once
was
for
very good about
Command
it.
and Conquer 4 when I was with Strategy Informer. I forgot to press record. I was like, I'm so sorry. Can we do it again? He's like, yeah, no problem.
Speaking of Cliff, I was interviewing Cliff and Chilmares
Yeah.
for
Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm, and my batteries ran out on my dictaphone because this would be. Did you ever
Is
count
that
this
because
time?
he starts talking and never finishes?
Which one? Both of them.
Oh, they was both of them together.
Yeah, both of them together. They're both in one room. Ask one question. 10 minutes later, these guys are just having a conversation with themselves and actually fascinating stuff, like really
Did
interesting.
they
Was
go off
that
on
a big
tangents?
showcase
It's annoying
thing?
that.
No, it's just Bulletstorm in a hotel.
Oh, alright.
But my dictaphone ran out halfway through batteries, And I was like, oh shit, guys, can I just stop you a minute? Why did the phones run out? Cliff was like, I'll record it. So Cliff recorded the interview and sent it to the PR, who then sent it to me.
Nice.
So that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
That was a long time ago.
Like that makes me think, yeah, he seems like a really nice guy.
Well, like Chinamara's this man. I've
met him. I've interviewed
him.
I find it fascinating on Twitter as well because he doesn't hold back either.
Nah, yeah.
He's got some very strong opinions, and I agree with a lot of them.
I don't. I disagree with a lot of them, but I respect what he's saying.
I think if he's much better than Blazinski and Jaffe are. Whenever they do their blogs, they always seem to me like they're, I don't know, like
telling
it's a
you
16-year-old
like
kid moaning about something.
Oh right. Okay.
Chimeraraz seems to speak more sense to me. Chimeraraz.
How do you pronounce it? Is it Chimilas?
Chimeraraz? Isn't it Chimeraraz?
Chimeraraz.
Let's not.
Jason Mraz. We'll just call him Jason.
We'll be here the whole night.
But yeah, Jaffe, I don't know about your game, mate. You got to win me over.
Alright,
so I'd love it if he's listening to this going, fuck it, I've got to win Lee over.
You'll do one of them angry vlogs that you don't.
I vow to win Lee over. I will make sure he loves my game.
I judge a developer on what they've done recently, not what they've done in the past, which is why Molyneux, over the years, I went from like thinking he was brilliant to thinking he was past it.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything good in a long time.
No. There's certain developers that understand it. I mean, I can't wait till the Vanishing Ethan Carter. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's out on PC. It's
yeah,
out for ages,
but we'll get it on PS4 and we'll do a stream.
Right.
But it doesn't hold your hand. It's just open world, fucked up horror and deceptive. And that's the kind of... And I think he understands, like Bulletstorm at the time as well.
That was a great game.
Yeah, and it just resonated with everyone because that's what everyone wanted, over-the-top shit action. I think he's one of the developers now that actually understands the industry and understands what people want.
I want more games where there's less hand-holding and more kind of lateral thinking puzzles, stuff that's a bit more cerebral. That's what I want. I think The Witness will be good.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
When is that coming out? It's been quiet again.
I've never played Braid.
Yeah, Braid's kind of cool.
It's alright.
Mario kind of esque.
It's weird. Back then it felt like something special, but if it came out now, I don't think anyone would give a shit.
No.
The world's changed so much for indies.
Well, this is what we were talking about on the stream the other day. Like, I gave Skyrim 99 when it was out, and I wasn't slating it on the stream yesterday, but I was just saying that a lot's happened in the 3-4 years.
Yeah.
3 years was it?
Since Skyrim, 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, 3 years since it came out.
Has a lot happened in the RPG world?
Yeah, I just think that more and more, like, take Dragon Age Inquisition for example.
Yeah.
Like, that does open world just as good as Skyrim at times.
Right.
And it does combat better.
Right.
So, and like Mass Effect's been.
Do you really think it does do combat better?
Yeah.
I mean, you were holding the trigger last night while you were typing on your laptop.
Yeah, but I've done the hard work.
Oh, okay.
So what I did was I picked off the archers.
But you couldn't do that in Skyrim.
I basically did.
Oh really?
I just hid in the shadows for 100 hours shooting arrows.
Oh,
and
really?
they never found me.
The combat's not Skyrim's strongest
No, of course
thing
not.
at all,
It's
is it?
the world, it's the lore, it's the setting.
But I would intentionally always be a warrior because I liked getting into the thick of the combat in Skyrim.
Really?
A big sword and a shield.
I'm
And
either-
smashing them up.
Every RPG, I'm a mage or an archer.
Yeah,
That's
see, I'm
it.
always a warrior. I like getting stuck in.
I don't like the first person combat though.
Oh, I quite like it.
I like the magic because I'm like...
Actually, no, I tell you, I have a single hand sword and I have a healing spell on the other hand. So I can just lay into them and then keep healing myself.
Just forget about a shield. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to give up.
Well, I just get battered.
It's my strategy in life to always attack and never defend.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, ah! So I'm never going to use a fucking shield.
No, I didn't have a shield.
That's why I don't play Lords of the Fallen or Dragon Age.
Dark Souls.
I haven't got time to block or roll.
Ain't got time to block.
I'm just slashing through everyone.
Actually, I'm with you a little bit there. I get bored with rolling around and dodging, and I want to attack stuff. I want to kill things.
Right, we've spent far too long on 4 pieces of news. But to be fair, we didn't start till 12 minutes past.
Then we didn't start until 12 minutes later.
No, that's what I mean.
Just chatting.
12
chatting
minutes,
rubbish.
first 12 minutes.
Oh, I see what you mean.
We can rattle through these last two though.
Yeah, so in the because it's Thanksgiving today, happy Thanksgiving. By the time this is out, it'll be too late.
Yeah.
But you'll understand.
I hope you had a good one. I hope you had lots of turkey and
it's the
pumpkin
thought that
pie.
counts.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in the spirit of giving, Evolve are giving all DLC maps for free.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's good.
Next.
Right. No, but just a quick point on that. I think that's the way that all multiplayer games should be.
Well,
because you don't
they
fracture your
exactly.
audience.
Yeah, and that's what they're going for. It's a sound. It's good.
I'd still be playing Titanfall now if the maps were free.
Well, I got the
Not
season
that I'm
pass
too
for a £5.
Not that I'm too tight to buy the season pass or whatever, but the fact that I have to go in somewhere to download it to go back. If I just knew that I could put Titanfall in and there'd be a title update and it'd give me new maps, then I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll play these. But like, I know it seems like a really like odd thing to say.
The
I
extra
just can't.
steps put you off.
Yeah, well, they don't put me off. It's just like I want to put disc in, play a game.
Right. Okay.
So if the maps are there when I boot it up, brilliant, amazing. If they're not, and I have to go to a menu and then wait.
What if they're free maps and you've got to go into store to download them? Does the same apply?
Probably not. No.
Ah.
No, it probably does apply. Yeah.
So I don't understand. All right. Okay. If it does. Then.
Yeah, it does because it's just I don't know.
Alright.
It's not. Well, I don't mind paying for stuff, but
Okay.
it's weird.
Well, I got the Titanfall pass for like £5 when it was on sale.
Stop looking
Since-
bored, mate.
Bit of a
I'm
bargain.
not, am I?
No,
Oh, good.
You look like you were nodding off.
fuck you.
I was lining up this wire with the tread in my shoe perfectly. Sorry, I got mesmerised.
Oh, wow. So I'm just going to pause that and zoom in on your face for that bit. Right, and Square, they haven't announced a new RPG, have they? They're working
They've
on it.
announced that they're going to announce.
And it's going to be new, completely new IP.
No, they didn't say that.
They didn't they?
No, they said it won't be a reboot.
Or a remake.
They didn't say it won't be a remake. No, they didn't say. All they said is it won't be a
I
reboot.
thought it was a new IP. That's the impression I got.
The suggestion is they didn't say that though.
When was the last time they made a new IP?
Yeah, we were talking about this in the office the other day. When was the last time Square Enix made an actual brand new
I
thing?
said Sleeping Dogs. But
No,
that was Activision left over from them.
It was, what was the original series called?
True Crime.
True
No,
Crime.
it wasn't.
It was
Yeah,
True
it was.
Crime. And
Yeah,
this
it
was
was.
going to be True Crime Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And then it became Orange Lotus and then Black Lotus or something and then Sleeping Dogs and it got
It
handed
wasn't
over to
True
Square
Crime,
Enix.
was it? Wasn't it something
Yeah,
else?
True,
when it was
there's True
Activision?
Crime, then there's True Crime LA.
No, I know the True Crime series,
or New
but
York or whatever.
I didn't think it was a True Crime game. I thought it was something else.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Activision
sure it was
were
going to be True Crime.
No, was it?
It was.
It was.
It was.
I think actually, no, that didn't start out as the case. It started out as Orange Lotus. Then they thought, oh, this will be more appealing if it's part of the True Crime series, I think.
Right.
And so they said they were going to call it True Crime Hong Kong. And we had screenshots on the site when it was called that. I can remember doing it when I first came on.
Either way, it doesn't count.
I know, but it was.
Alright.
It was still Sleeping Dogs at Activision, wasn't it?
No.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It's not how it started out. It might
wasn't.
have got there eventually, but it's not how it started. But it doesn't count.
I'm just reading the history. No, it doesn't.
I genuinely can't think of the last time Square Enix...
So I wrote about 3 or 4 previous Sleeping Dogs and told this story. I was told this story each time.
True Crime, see?
Yeah, 2009 it was announced.
Yeah.
Did we really have it on the site in 2009?
We would have had screenshots, yeah. Maybe 2010.
What was it called at Activision then?
It's called, it started out as Orange Lotus. Then it became True Crime Hong Kong.
Alright, well, regardless.
And-
Like, yeah,
yeah.
That looks like the case, but that isn't their IP.
Okay, so that doesn't count. So, the answer to the question then
Hitman
is...
doesn't count, Just Cause doesn't count.
1992. This is the last time
Deus
they did
Ex doesn't
something
count.
brand new. Yeah,
Final Fantasy.
none of the IDOS stuff counts.
Tomb Raider,
No.
So yeah.
Nia, that was new IP.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was, yeah. But that was
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's a game that's a Marmite game, right? You either love that game or you think
You're
it's-
saying it's terrible because you've watched that Justin McElroy
Actually,
video
no.
of him.
No, but I find that odd that he stops a game, reviewing a game because he's doing a side mission that he can't do.
about fishing.
I found that odd.
Mm.
Like that wasn't what I heard complaints about. I just heard that it was horrible acting. It was.
It's got the
generic
nicest. It's got the
RPG.
best soundtrack. It's got the best soundtrack.
Actually, yeah, I did hear that. You know.
Yeah. So anyway, Square. We're kind of looking forward to whatever you're doing. I'm interested to see what it is. Anyway, I hope it's not anything
I'm not.
ridiculously, exclusively Japanese.
I'll take that. I'd take a JRPG right now.
No, I mean like weirdly Japanese that I wouldn't give a shit about. Like
So-
Dynasty Warriors kind of
Oh,
thing.
it won't be, will it?
I don't know what it'll be.
No, that's Tecmo's niche.
Yeah.
So.
Koei Tecmo.
Either
Right,
way.
we've got 10 minutes. Just before we do the last 10 minutes and talk about the games,
Should we say what we're thankful for?
I'm thankful for Rich not interrupting me.
Well, you shouldn't be, because I just did.
It's sarcasm, Richard, sarcasm. forgot what I was going to say now, you little bastard.
Go on, we should something.
Oh yeah, there was people suggesting on YouTube in the comments that we do a Q&A at the end of every session. Now we're doing it more regularly because when we were doing it every month,
irregular,
we had a lot to fit in. Now we're, I say that, we never ever get close to our schedule. But like having 5-10 minutes for user questions, answers. Well, user questions are answers.
Send us some questions.
Put them in the comments either on the podcast, on either site, or in the YouTube comments.
Or tweet us.
Or tweet us.
Come to my house and deliver a handwritten letter through my letterbox.
Deliver a scroll by horse.
Or if you put like a smoke signal, or...
Tattoo it on your boobs.
Yeah.
Come and show me it.
Or Raven. Send it by Raven.
Or Moobs.
Raven works.
Raven, yeah.
Skywriting
Telegram.
works.
Telegram. Musical telegram.
Yeah.
Kill
Strippergram.
like 20 people and arrange their bodies in the shape that asks the question.
Arcs. Yeah, you could do that, which is either art, you could write it in blood on the wall.
Imagine if someone actually did that now and the police are watching this and it's going to be my fault.
You're implicated.
Well, no, because you're not telling people to do that. If they do that, then...
I did expressly ask them.
And you're covered.
You don't condone it.
Say you don't... What?
You don't condone it.
Yeah, I don't condone it.
Yeah,
I don't condone murder.
He does.
What?
He does. You met this guy before.
Yeah, that's true.
Send us your questions.
Yeah, in the comments of one of our numerous things. Right, let's talk about what we've been playing a little bit. And it really is a little bit. Rich, we'll start off with, let's just get through quickly. WWE.
Okay, yeah, I played that, and I was shocked to find that the custom superstar creator thing is a bit poo.
Bit naff.
Because it used to be the best thing about the WWE games. And I couldn't make a very good wrestler at all. It's a bit shit. Couldn't even put body hair on my wrestler. And that's very important to me, because I have a lot of it.
It's like Vietnam flashbacks, right?
Well, the beard as well. I layered up. But I gave my character a beard, and I had to layer it up loads, and it still looked shit. It still looked really...
Do you know what else looks shit?
Groomed and...
BioWare faces.
Yeah, BioWare face. Well, that's the lip-syncy thing, isn't it?
No, still their faces look terrible.
They look a bit waxen, right?
Yeah. But the character models look good.
What, in WWE?
Yeah.
Or... Yeah,
sorry, I was just...
No, the likenesses of the wrestlers are brilliant. Genuinely, this year it's the best looking one, by far, I think. But then it was always going to be because it's, new gen.
So do you reckon they've rushed it out?
It feels that way, yeah. There's
spent so long
missing
building
a load of stuff, yeah.
I noticed that somebody tweeted about this, that it was like, to unlock this, use your diva, your user-created diva, and then there's no user-created divas.
There's no user-created divas,
so
You can customise the clothing of existing divas, but you can't make a custom diva. So that's a massive thing missing.
Can you make them naked?
No, I tried.
He tried?
Yeah.
I bet you did as well, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I always do that. It's the first thing I always do. Yeah, so really disappointing. And I played the 2K showcase thing, unlocked a bunch of stuff, went back into it later, it had erased all my unlockables and my progress. I was well pissed off.
So not great,
no,
but not terrible. It's meh.
Yeah, it's meh. It's still playable. It plays the same as the others. I mean, they made all this noise about, we're totally rebuilding it and stuff, and we'd add in this and this, and you play it, and there's a couple of little QTs they've chucked in. Everything else is pretty much the same. So.
Alright. Rogue?
Rogue is fun. Rogue's good. I didn't like Black Flag that much, but that was mainly because the missions were poo. Everyone knows my problem with the tail and eavesdrop shit, but that's no longer in Rogue.
Is it because you hate the franchise?
No, I love the franchise. Very deeply. But yeah, I found the character interesting, despite his dodgy Irish accent, which is pretty awful. Captain Cook as well has an awful Scottish accent. Dreadful.
Ubisoft and accents.
Yeah. Well, Dragon Age's accents are a bit wobbly as well, aren't they?
Well, no, they're not that bad.
No, they're not terrible.
I think it's meant to be designed like that, right?
If you go play Rogue and listen to Shay's accent, it's a proper Irish sort of caricature.
Why don't they just get an Irish person?
Exactly. Why don't they just get an Irish person?
Same with fucking Saboteur, remember that?
Yeah.
The main character was this Irish
Just get an
dude, and
Irish
it's just
accent.
like some American trying to put on an
I
Irish
liked the
accent.
concept for that game.
Oh, it was fun.
Rogue.
I enjoyed it.
Or
No,
Saboteur.
Saboteur.
You added colour to the world, right?
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I never played it actually, but I like the concept.
It was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But the actor, fuck me. And we had him on our stage recently.
The actor, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's his
Was
name?
it Travis
Driver?
Willingham or was it Lex Lang?
I forgot to ask, but while you're talking about Far Cry 4,
I'm going to talk about Far Cry 4 now, am I?
I'm going to talk about it.
Okay, look, Rogue was very good, and if you're after a good Assassin's Creed game, that is the one I've plumped for this year.
Alright, cool. Far Cry 4, I spoke about it on last week's podcast when I was about 8 or 10 hours in.
Now you finished it.
Most of at that time I'd spent hunting animals, which I think was a mistake. Go on, Dan.
it's that guy
Excellent.
that we didn't
That
really like, that
problem
was a
solved.
little bit arrogant.
Oh, Robin Atkin Downs.
Yeah.
Did you not like him?
No, I
He
just
came
thought-
and fist bumped us all.
Yeah, I
Except for
thought
me,
he was a
he
little
didn't fist
bit.
bump me.
I thought he was a little bit off. A bit rude at times.
He wasn't as bad as that Frasier dickhead.
He
No, I
wanted
wasn't around for that.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy from Frasier.
Yeah. We were,
Yeah.
we were
Which
quite
guy from Frasier?
the Jewishy dude.
Saul Rubinek. We had him
Saul
earlier
Rubinek.
this year.
What a dick.
He's what shall I do with my microphone? Where shall I put it? And Thomas said, stick it up your arse for all I care. And he's like, I like you.
Far Cry 4.
Yeah, we take no shit. So Far Cry 4, it's eagle-tastic.
Yeah, so I wasn't really feeling it this time last week, but I've since completed it and it's brilliant. It's basically Far Cry 3 with a grapple gun and like new abilities and stuff. The takedown stuff is really cool, the way you can chain them and that in a much smoother kind of way.
You could do that in Far
In a
Cry
smoother
3,
kind of way.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. It's more Far Cry 3. I can't talk anymore.
Is it like Far Cry 3 just with a reskin and a new setting?
And some minor changes, yeah. And too many animals being too aggressive.
It's ridiculous,
Is
yeah.
it last gen as well?
Yeah, it's last gen. as well.
Ah, fuck that. It's pissed me off, this
Yeah,
cross-gen bollocks. Dragon Age Inquisition is a game that should have been so much more. It was great, brilliant, don't get me wrong. Loved it to pieces. But I want these next-gen games to be pushing stuff, not being held back by last gen. It's a load of bollocks. I'm not going to buy any cross-gen games now. That's it. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Except for Persona 5.
Okay.
Except for.
That's not
And
cross-gen though, is it? It's
Yeah.
just PlayStation 3,
No,
isn't
they
it?
don't
I
have to
think
put
they've announced
PS4.
the PS4
Oh,
now.
have
So
they?
it's like, yeah, boy!
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, Far Cry 4.
But you had some
Sounds
problems with it, right? Eagles, ridiculous.
Yeah, too many animals, too aggressive, and they mix up too much.
Well, this is what you were saying to me, right? You were saying to me that when you played Far Cry 3, these isolated incidents with the animals were brilliant because
They
they
were
didn't happen
special,
very often.
yeah.
Yeah, but now they happen all the time.
Every 500 yards.
Yeah.
Well, I had 3 rhinos. I had 2 jeeps that had come along and got blown up by the rhinos, so I was surrounded by fire, and 3 rhinos going mental. And then this eagle swooped in. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is mental. This is ridiculous.
The eagle
That kind of
stuff's
shit would never
especially
happen.
ridiculous because with the rhinos, at least you've got to wind them up a little bit.
Yeah.
The eagles are just bastards.
Well, they just look out for you. And I can hear constantly the golden path. Eagle, eagle.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And eagles don't attack fully grown human beings. It's a fact. We Googled it, didn't we?
Rich Google.
I can't remember if we said last week, but it's still pissing me off.
No, last week we didn't even talk about eagles, did we?
I can't remember. But yeah. So
do you remember that one that got stuck in the building when we were messing
yeah,
around?
it was kind of flapping in the
Oh,
the roof.
I saw
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Ridiculous.
But that's a good game, buy it.
Ubisoft need to patch the Eagles, though. Please.
No chance of winning Game of the Year this year, though, right?
Nah, it's too
3
derivative.
won our Game of the Year, didn't it?
It's too safe.
2012 it did, yeah.
What was 13?
GTA.
Of course it was.
Mm-mm-mm.
Of course it was.
So what will win this year?
What was 2011? Skyrim?
Yeah.
What was 2010?
Oh god.
You're going back too far, I can't remember. You're not going to sit here thinking, are you?
No. Let's briefly touch on Never Alone.
I liked it, but it's rubbish.
I finished it last night, and I can say that I heartily agree with Lee's review.
Everything is nice about it, apart from the actual game.
Yeah, I love the sentiment, I love the characters.
Sorry, we should say it's a puzzle platformer that's set in Alaska, and you play as a little Inupiaq
Not
girl
Yeah.
who
No.
is kind of based on their
There's a
legends and
difference.
myths.
There's a difference.
What's the difference?
Between Inuit and Inuit. Yeah. Well, Inuit.
They're two
so
different, like,
native
tribes.
to Alaska. Inuit are native to like the Antarctica, aren't they?
I don't know.
I don't know about that, but they're two different
you guys
people.
have played it.
They're two different native.
They're two different people.
I thought Inuits were Alaska. No.
No, we just told you it's the Indian. Yeah.
They're from Greenland.
Greenland.
You just made that up. You're an Inuit. Yeah, so it's
giving away our ignorance.
So what? It's really quite charming.
Because we don't know.
So, do you know everything in the world?
Yeah.
You obviously don't, because you just said, just because we don't know something doesn't make us ignorant.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
Something like that is really
Wait, that's
specific
not
as
true.
well.
The very definition of the word ignorant is that you don't know something.
Yeah, but you can't know everything, right? So like, you're going to be ignorant.
I don't know. You try to pretend you do sometimes.
I'm such an Inuit. Yeah, where were we?
Yeah, it's a bad game, but I enjoyed learning about the culture, and it's got like nice animation on the little girl, and the art style's quite nice.
Needs more Inuits.
Needs more Inuits.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, we got Dragon Age down here, but we've talked for that.
Yeah.
Have you got 1000 G in it yet?
No, God no, nowhere near.
How far off are you?
I've got about 750s. But there's like the last 150 points are Nightmare and Hard mode, and then I've got a couple of dragons to kill, but my achievement's glitched. So, but I was reading on our forums apparently that if you kill all the dragons and then you load up an older save and kill another dragon, that it fixes the achievement.
Oh really?
Which is really bizarre.
Oh, I'm going to say one quick thing about Far Cry 4's achievements. I've got one remaining until I max the whole thing out, and
Your
it's
first platinum, right?
It's to do with maxing the skill tree out.
So trophies for you then?
But on the elephant side, the last one on each of the skill trees on the elephant side, you have to level each one up 10 times to max it out.
Oh, really?
So essentially, and there's like 5 or 6 different categories. It's at least 6.
Man.
So that's 60 levels you've got to get just to max those
So you're not
out.
going to bother.
I like to think I will, but I probably won't.
That is just an example of you sort of needlessly spinning out.
Yeah, because I've done everything there is to do in the game.
That sucks.
So yeah.
Happy about that.
This is what I don't like about balance. Balance should be that it should time it perfectly. They should work out how many hours it takes and then scale it accordingly.
Well, there's a bit of... They've deliberately built in a load of replay value to Far Cry 4, so make me play for another couple of hours maybe, but not for however long this is going to take me.
That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the episode of 1911 of the XBA and PST Full English Podcast Vidcast.
What are we thankful for?
What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for it almost being Christmas. I can't wait.
Okay, what are you thankful for?
Naked ladies.
Me?
I'm thankful for Dan.
Oh,
For giving me a chance in the games industry.
What a dick.
And being continually supportive ever since.
I'll admit to the first one, but the second one...
I'm thankful for the Christmas bonus we're getting this year.
Oh, we got the sugar for the tea earlier and some
I'm
sandwiches.
thankful for the sugar.
I'm grateful for that.
sandwiches.
Okay.
I'm thankful for tea bags.
I'm grateful for Rich's sense of humour.
Oh,
thanks.
This is sarcasm, by the way. And Lee's ability to make it into the office on time.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
But no, I am genuinely thankful for you guys and girls. No, I am, because without them,
I hate them all.
without
Stinky
our
weirdos.
beloved listeners, our beloved viewers, our entire audience that keep coming back, I would be a lawyer, and that'd be really fucking boring. So I get to literally stop doing this, make a video, and stream for 3 hours when I'd be stuck in a court doing paperwork. So
I'd probably still be working in retail, selling washing machines to old women.
What would you be doing?
I'd be a recruitment consultant. Did I inject that with the enthusiasm that it deserves?
Yeah, it does.
Pretty much.
So yeah, thank you very much for joining us. I have been Dan Webb. He has been
Lee Bradley.
You have been
Richard. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you same time next week.
Yeah. See ya. Bye.